Well, hello guys, it's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another edition of Farming Simulator here on Manchester. And it's about that time to get going over on Field 1. It's late in the evening, and before we jump into the big harvest on Field 1 tomorrow, I'm going to do a little bit of prep work over on the field. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and gotten a couple of the auger wagons that we're going to be using and went ahead and bought those and got those here on the farm. And what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and get my headland cut on Field 1 using just the Massey Ferguson that we have and one tractor with an auger wagon. We'll get that set up and ready to go, and then when we get ready to do the whole gang combine thing, we'll at least have the headland out of the way, and that will won't have all the issues with tractors running into the fence when it comes time to yeah, you know what I'm talking about, when it comes time to use Courseplay. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to start getting set up for the big harvest on Field 1. The other thing I need to do is get one of these grain trailers put into place. Now, for those of you who were watching my live stream a couple of weeks ago, when I first attempted to harvest Field 1, you know that I had a little issue, and I got everything set up, started the harvest, and in the middle of getting the first pass going, the computer locked up, and yeah, we lost everything. So, but the one thing about it is, all of my paths are recorded, and I still have all that stuff in here, so I don't have to re-record all those paths for Field 1. So if I come in here and I go in here and I look for Field 1 to silo, you'll see it right here. I can grab that, and you can see the course is right there. So now all I got to do is drive over here and line up on this, and this truck is going to go ahead and drive itself on in there, and we'll be good to go. And then I can take this guy on over to the field and be ready to do some stuff with him as well, so we can start getting this whole process rolling. And yeah, get prepped up. And so what we'll do is we'll get the headland cut in, and once we get that done, we'll be in the situation where we'll fast track time to the next day, get the rest of the equipment into place, and then we'll start with the whole harvest of Field 1, which will be, you know, with a couple of extra combines to make it go a little bit faster. And we'll run 2 tractors with auger wagons. Should be a beautiful thing. So that's a game plan anyways. I'm swerving all over the place, getting this behemoth over here into the field. All right. There we go. And into the field we go. Alrighty. So I've already got the combine over here in place, and I'll go ahead and get the header placed on it, and we'll get going, and we'll work our way around the field, cleaning it up, and get it ready to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy fired up. Get out of the way here real quick. Go ahead and get the top opened up. There we go. And I'm sure you saw the truck coming in from the other end. So it's about ready. Come on. Oh, it's not be lined up right. I gotta turn the IC off so I can see what I'm doing here, because I can't use my camera tilt with the IC on. There we go. Get that up. Go ahead and fold those wheels up. Alright, our truck is in place. So, I've been talking a little bit about recording your course and everything else like that, and some things change, and sometimes you do things and you don't realize they work a little bit different than they normally do and everything else like that. Somebody was telling me the other day about Courseplay, about, you know, as long as you got the tractor in the field, it will automatically scan the field and it will find it. And I've tried that before, and I've had issues with distance. I've had issues where if you were on one end of the field, it would not pick up that tractor, and I've had that problem before. So pretty much as a practice, I have always gone in and set everything up to manual, because again, I've had issues before where, and it seemed like the other day on Court Farms, I had that issue where I want straw on this, where I set it up, I put it in automatic, I drove through the field, I got to one end of the field, and the tractor just did not sense and did not come to me. And it didn't come to me until I made my turn and started coming back up the field, and then it picked it up and it came back to me. So anyways, somebody brought that back up to me again the other day and was like, well, as long as you have the tractor in the field, you won't have any problems with that. And I said, well, you know, I think distance has an issue. But just to be on the safe side, I went ahead and did some tests the other day, and I did them on this particular field. I ran through here just to see, is distance an issue with it? And apparently it really isn't, because I put the tractor all the way down here at the base of the field, set it in automatic. I combined up to the top of the field and called for the tractor, and sure enough, it came all the way up there. The problem I did have with it though still is, let's say you're at the very end of that field and your tractor comes up, it dumps you, and as you pull away from it, the pull off on that tractor puts it outside of the field, so it's sitting on the grass instead of actually in the field. That tractor will not respond to you anymore. So the automatic search, it has its advantages and disadvantages. So, but just for giggles, this time when we do this, I'm going to set it up for automatic search, and I'm going to see what happens and see if it actually works. And I'm not going to cut to the center of the field. Normally, if I do like automatic search, which we've done this field before, and I did set it up for automatic, I put the tractors in the center of the field, and to make sure that when they were sitting after they had unloaded, they came back to the center of the field so they could search and scan and find the combines, and that worked just fine, other than the fact that we just, you know, never could get them all synced up, or somebody ran into a fence, or, you know, you get that many pieces of equipment moving around a field, somebody runs into somebody. And but other than that, it was working, or it was somewhat working, and then I would get frustrated with it and end up jumping out of it and having to go do it manually, because it just, you know, too many times it would run into something else. But for the most part, it worked. All right. And but anyways, you know, I guess distance isn't a thing. I don't know. I've had, like I said, I've had issues before where it seems like distance was an issue, and that's one of the reasons why so often I will just opt to always assign the tractor to a combine, because on big fields like this one, I just feel safer doing it that way, you know. Like I said, I've had problems in the past, but I did a lot of testing the last couple of days on this field just to see what would work, what wouldn't work. You know, I didn't save anything. It was testing purposes. So what I'm going to go with automatic, and we'll see what happens here. Whichever, again, I've always known that you have, for automatic, the path has to be in the field, but like I said, when I was doing field 20 on Court Farms, I did automatic on it, because I was like, well, it's just one tractor, one combine, it's not that huge of a field, and it should work out just fine. And it got me, and I got all the way to the end of the field, had 100%, and never did call the tractor, or the tractor never did respond to the call. And so yeah, that's that. So anyways, with all that said, I have gone ahead and recorded the course that I'm going to use for the tractors, and it basically, with this headland cut in, I'll go ahead and show it to you. We will load it up, and it is this overloader, field 1, and you'll see that this is where it's going to stop, so it's sitting in the field, and it starts right up here. And let's go ahead and show the entire course. There we go. There's your entire course. As you can see, it goes up here, starts up over on this end of the field. Come down the here, let's drive this. So anyways, it starts up over here, does a little turn, comes around, approaches the grain trailer, hits its pause point. Now the one thing with this particular Brent trailer, if you're using it and you're using Courseplay to do the overloader, you have to go ahead and put the pipe up for it to work. Otherwise it's going to come to the pause point, it's going to sit, and it's never going to do anything because the pipe isn't extended up. It doesn't know to extend that particular pipe. If you're using the stock in-game overloader, you don't have to do that, because the mechanics on it will actually fold and unfold the pipe. But then it'll come back here, it'll sit, and it should sense from here. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. That's how it's going to be set up. Now for today, probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do the overloading myself, just because we're going to run the risk of running into the fence the whole time. So what I'll do is, again, I'm doing the prep work for the big production tomorrow, or the next day. All right, so there we go. Yeah. So yeah, if I was to put this in automation, because the fence is right there, it would run straight into that fence, especially as big as that overloader is. So not even gonna risk it. We're just gonna go with what we got. There we go. And we'll just run up here. When I get it up, I'll tab over, go grab the John Deere, bring it up, unload a little bit. And once we get the headland cut in, we'll just be fine. But then we'll start working our way on getting field 1 cut up and running. Alright. So yeah, I thought, well, since we got an hour more of daylight, because usually I run up until about 8 o'clock on a day cycle, I thought, well, I got one more hour. I'll go ahead and I'll cut the headlands in first and get that done and do it without all the other machinery running on the field. And that way that'll reduce the amount of stress I got to deal with. And then once that's done, then we can fast forward to the next day. Oops. I see it. I'm gonna fix it so I don't get in trouble. Alright. There we go. Gotta make sure that IC is right. But yeah, we'll get the headland cut, and then we'll fast forward to the next day. I'll rent a couple of pieces of equipment, get those brought over, and then we'll get the big production rolling. And we will knock this baby out. So, alrighty. It'll be fun. And then we can begin to reset everything. Start the planting process, plowing, fertilizing, all that good stuff. And I guess I will go ahead. It doesn't look like version 5 of this farm is coming anytime soon, so I will go ahead and put the soul mod back in. Though I know that's going to cause problems with this particular field, so. Oh, I'm just repositioning this guy over here out of the way so that I can bring that John Deere up here and unload. Guess I could shut the motor off on that Kenworth. I'm probably not going to fill that trailer up today. Oh, but we'll run up here and we'll unload the combine and get that much work done. Alright. I could do this with auto combine and chase with this tractor. But again, because I need to reposition so I can get up underneath the pipe, I just figured I'd do it myself, you know. There we go. Start unloading that. While that's going, let's go ahead and shut that off, because it doesn't need to be sitting there wasting fuel. Alright. Getting her going. Alright, that is good. Back her up just a little bit here. And what I'm going to do, so I don't have to worry so much about this thing catching up with it, I'm going to go ahead and put it on follow and just let it follow me. It should be good there. So let's jump into this guy. Put it in gear. Get on up here. Reacquire our course. Re-engage. And start cutting. So yeah, we'll let the John Deere just kind of follow us. Keep track with us, and then we'll get going. So I think I might have gotten my laptop back up and running. I used a recovery program, and I'm just defragging the hard drive and doing a couple of other things and seeing if I can get it back up and running. Hopefully it's gonna run. It'll reboot off of Windows now and goes through the whole Windows recovery process and gets up and running, and I get the login screen and all that good stuff gets going. So I should be able to defrag the hard drive, delete some stuff, and see if I can figure out where that bad sector's at that's causing the issue. Because that's got to be what it is. It's got to have a bad sector somewhere. Hopefully that'll get back up and running. Otherwise, there's a new laptop in my future. I have to be honest with you, I hardly ever use it anymore. It just kind of sits there. You know, if I go out of town or something, it's nice to have. But then again, I got a tablet now that I can do all that stuff with. It's funny, laptops are, I don't know, somewhat expendable now. So, all right. But hopefully I get it back up and running, because I use it to use my moderation for my live streams, and I would like to have that up and running when I do start doing live streams again. Which I think we're getting real close to doing that again, because I am feeling a lot better than I was. Oh. Now here's the issue with putting that thing on follow. He wants to be right up your rear. There we go. Alright, so tab into him. Take him off follow. Back him up a little bit. I have to pay better attention to my numbers. I've been really doing a bad job at that lately. Again, it's one of those things where when I'm recording, I just get to yakking and I don't pay as much of attention to the things that I need to be paying attention to. So, oh, come on, fill up. Pretty good yield on this field. All right, let's back this thing up again. How full are we on this trailer? 65. That's not too bad. All right, make our turn here. Lock back in. Tab back over. Start back up. There we go. So yeah, I am making straw on this because my game plan is to go ahead and collect the straw up afterwards, so we have that much more straw, because as I've told you, there are a whole lot more cattle in the future for this farm. So we need, any time that we have the opportunity to get straw, we need to make sure that we're getting it. Grass is easy to get, silage is pretty easy to get, straw is one of those things that you got to make sure you get it when you can get it, because you're not always going to plant something that's got straw coming out of it. Alright, so anyways, we'll get the, like I said, we'll get the header done today in this video. That'll get our prep work ready for the next round, which will be multiple combines in the field, a couple of chasers, and a couple of grain trailers, and that should get this field knocked out pretty easily. And then we'll have to collect all the straw up and go from there. So that's the game plan anyway. course, before I advance this day, I do need to go check on the lettuce greenhouse, need to go check on the orchard, all that good stuff. I'll do that. If we need to harvest all that, we can. And I need to set up a course on the orchards also so that I can automate that. So that's something I need to do as well. Because I know you can only watch me drive through the orchard so many times for an interesting video, but it does need to get done. But for those who haven't ever seen me set up the orchard, we can do an orchard setup where we get the automation set up on it, and then that will be taken care of. All we have to do is tell the tractor to go do it. Oh, there I went again. I just am not paying attention. Alright. Which is not that big of a deal now, because as long as I can back up to here, then I can pull this guy back and just pull right up aside of that one. It's gonna be real tight goings going back down that other side of that field, because this side of the field on the east edge is right up against the fence. So I'm gonna be pretty much full here as well. So I will probably send this thing to go dump, and we'll cut some more. 88% full. Oh wow, we're skating. That's not good. I would think this tractor wouldn't have any problem with this big behemoth thing. 88%. Let's go ahead and send it. So I'm just gonna have it drive course, and that will send it on its way, and it will go dump, and we'll go ahead and continue to cut while it does that. All right. Alrighty, on our way. So I think also I want to get the aerofronts. If we assume when we put the soul mod back in and we have to do all the watering and everything, I'm thinking I'm going to get the aerofronts system and see if I can't get that in here and working. I know I can't use the walkers, but the reel will work with the soul mod, so I can use it. I just can't use the big walking towers or booms or whatever they're called. I forget the name of them. I can't use those, but I can use the reel, the hose reel, and with the monitor on the end of it. I can put that out there and use it, and I think we're going to do that and mess with that a little bit, just to do a little bit more something different, and you know, to mix it up a little bit. I would love to be able to get the whole system working with the self-propelled walkers on each field and get that set up, but it just doesn't work with the soul mod. So and I have read and I've tried going in and changing code and followed a lot of people's suggestions on what to do to make it work, and it just, everything I've done has failed. So I don't know. I should look one more time. Who knows? I might get out there and find out that there's been an update recently and now it will work. So stuff like that, you never know. Oh, 74%, 76%. Push the driver. If he responds. Come on. Come on back, good buddy. See, again, this is reason why I sort of fear that he hasn't emptied yet either, has he? Well, where is he at? What is he doing? Why is he sitting here not emptying? Alright. That's up. Why are you not emptying? Weird. There's nothing in that trailer in the Kenworth, so why is it not emptying? I love it when things just don't work. Okay, I'm baffled. Why are you not emptying? O's not working. Nothing's working. And there's nothing in that truck. I mean, there's nothing in that trailer at all. It's empty. So why is it not taking the grain? Okay. Well, I mean, and it's over the track, over the trailer, and it's clearly giving me the overloader spout. Let's see. Full pipe is 1. Charge on. Button 6. But weird. Okay, it's unloading now, but I want to see. I want to drive off now and just see if I can get it work with Courseplay. The drive course. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Going to run right into it probably. Oh, no, stuck in traffic, boss. Well, that was a failed attempt. The fun I always have with this. Alright, drive course. There. Come on around and let's see if it'll work this time. I've never had this kind of issue with this trailer. I've used it before. Used it earlier, as a matter of fact, when I was testing and didn't have this problem. So different. Always something in it. Alright, pull up here and it's not gonna automatically do it. Why are you not offloading? Okay, I'm gonna beat my head against the wall if that's gonna happen every time. Well, again, I don't remember having that problem with this particular auger wagon before. Well, maybe it was a different auger wagon I used the last time. That's gonna throw a wrench in the whole automation thing if that's gonna happen every time. You can't really do consistency with that happening every time. Covers, let's make covers manual. Maybe that's it. Off the driver. Yeah, we'll switch covers to manual. Maybe that's what it is. And I'll run through and try it one more time. So it's going to call it back up there, and I'll let it run itself through the field. That way I don't have to worry about it tearing up the oats. And we'll just unload into it, get it filled up, and then I'll send it on its way again and see what happens. Should go ahead and get called now. Yep, there it goes. And we'll go ahead and back this guy up out of the way, so we're not sitting on the fence here. Get clear of the prop marker there. There we go. Should be in a good position right there. We'll go ahead and get that to come up here and get in place. And like I said, we'll fill it up. We'll just, put this load in there, and then I'm going to send it on its way again and see if it's the cover that's causing the problem. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe with the cover opened, I don't have that problem anymore. There it comes into render. It's on its way. I'm watching my laptop try to go through everything now, and Windows is updating its system again on it. Hopefully it'll complete its update and work right now. Come on, little tractor, get on over here and let's try this and figure it out. Oh, there's a fence post in its future. Doink! So funny. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the driver off. Back her up. Pull her on around. Get that pipe out of the way so it doesn't hit that telephone pole. There we go. What's that saying? Protect your tool. Hashtag don't drive with your pipe out. It's a thing. It's a saying. Alright. Fill her up. Alright. That's that. So, put the pipe back up so it can do its thing. Drive course, drive now. We'll send that on its way. I'll do a little combining while it makes its run. Who knows, maybe we'll get this figured out. If not, it's back to the drawing board again. So, can't really... I can't really go full automation if it's going to get to the grain truck and not unload. Again, I didn't have this problem earlier when I was doing my test and everything else like that. I used that auger wagon. I did all my tests. The only issue I had was I got there and forgot to put the pipe out. And as soon as I put the pipe out, it immediately started unloading itself. So all I can think is it's the grain cover on it. So we'll see. We'll see. And like I say, there's no cover on it now. It is open. So at this point it should get over there and we should just be able to watch and glance and see if it just all of a sudden starts to empty. Oh, it just acquired its route. You can see it makes its turn up there. If the grain truck is in render yet. Not quite. It should be pulling right up to it just about now. And there's the grain truck now in render. So it's approaching. It's on the grain truck right now. And it is not emptying. Dirty words. Why in the world is it not behaving? Well, this is quite a little issue. Suggestions, comments, go ahead and leave them to me. Well, now it says automatic again. Why is it automatic? It should be manual. Oh, well. Dirty words again. Alright, stop the driver. Oh, wait. That's the wrong truck there, Moosey. We're in the wrong vehicle. That needs to stay where it's at. This is the vehicle we're looking at. Let's see. Why this is not working. Did we not put this into the right job? That's what it is. Man, I'm such an idiot sometimes. Somebody probably is watching this right now going, man, you're such an idiot. You haven't put it into overloader mode. Oh, man. That makes all the difference in the world. I'm like, what has changed with this trailer? Never have I had this many problems with it. So, yeah. So now we should be able to come into here. And I should be able to set it up just fine. And go ahead and drive course. And this should just work perfectly now. Yeah, when in doubt, go back and check all your settings. There it goes. Oh, wow. Moosey, Moosey, Moosey. You, sir, need a respite. You're making stupid mistakes there, boy. Oh, well. Just goes to show you, no matter how many times you do this stuff, you make mistakes. Or at least I do. Some of you guys are infallible, I've come to realize. Alright. Alright, well, we'll get that over there, and we've almost got this headland done. And we'll be ready to move forward with our next part of this, which will be the actual harvest with the Mondo group of combines. Man, if I was really gutsy, I would get 4 of them in here and go with that, but not that gutsy. Somebody asked me the other day too, why do you rent the combines? Why don't you just buy them? I only really need 1 combine for the most part. And again, because it's 4 days of gross period once you get on the soul mod, I really only need the 1 combine, maybe 2 at the most, to do the harvest. And then this is the only field that really can justify 3. And I don't know, I don't see spending the money right now to get 3 in here. I mean, though I could eventually. Here we go. Boink. Oh. How about that? He somehow managed to avoid running into everything. Alright. Pull forward just a little bit. And we'll get this thing unloaded one more time. Yep. And then we'll be just about ready for the next stage of this whole little process. And so what I will do is I'll finish up this headland, we'll wrap up this video, but the next time we come in here to work on this whole project, we will have the whole system ready to go. We'll get the whole band together. And I will show up ready to roll. I'll have all the equipment staged, so you guys don't have to go through all that with me. And yeah, we'll be ready to do the whole thing. Alright, so I'll go ahead and say drive course. That way that can sit right there. Getting this guy, and we'll do our last little bit with it. Alright, why does it think it needs to come up next to me? Stop the driver. Alright, so we'll run down through here, and we'll get this last little section harvested, and I guess maybe go across the base a little bit, and just get one more full combine load out of this. And we will be ready to go. Alrighty. Alright. So that gets the headland done. And hopefully 1 headland is going to be enough. I would think it will be, but you never know. Sometimes Courseplay has a mind of its own and will go traveling way out there into the middle of nowhere. But yeah, this will get us ready to bring in the rest of the band, and we'll get this thing knocked out. So yeah, we'll end up with, I think what I'm going to run is 2 tractor trailers, the 2 John Deere 8370s with the overloaders on them, and then we'll run 3 combines. So I think we'll just run all Massey Fergusons, and that will be the game plan. And like I said, I'll get it all staged over here, ready to roll. So basically all we got to do is hook everything up and go, and you know, it will be a good show. Hopefully it'll either run like clockwork, or you'll hear me go, I'll lose my mind and be pulling my hair out. One of these days I'm just gonna lose my cool and throw everything out the window, and I give up. Let's see, why did that not... Oh, it's because I got it stopped. Can't blame it when I stopped it. That was my stupid mistake. Oh look, he's gonna drive around in circles instead of just coming directly on over here. Oh, he's possessed. He's gonna do the crop circle dance up there. Driving around with no place to go. Here it is again. I don't know, maybe there's a magnetic, like some magnetic field right here in Manchester that really just drives Courseplay nuts. I can't really figure it out, but there are times when it just can't figure itself out. Alright, now there we go. Run on through my oat field and just, you know, go wherever you want to go. Alrighty. Well, that's about gonna do it for today, guys. We will come back next time we're on here. I guess it will be daylight 30, and we'll have all the equipment here. We'll be ready to start the big process, and we will get all of this stuff taken care of. Get this field cleaned on out. So hope you come back and join me for the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video, me losing my mind trying to figure out what the overloader was doing, and some of you probably had a good laugh because a lot of you guys probably saw it right from the beginning. You silly fool. Oh well, it happens. So anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Hope you all are having a great week. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens, but if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.